Joining me now, as he usually does, Sportsnet analytic guru Blake Murphy, as we dive between the lines presented by Bet Rivers. And Blake, Brooklyn enjoying their longest homestand, 7 games. They've won 3 in a row. Some calm waters, if you will. The Raps had won 3 in a row, then slammed up against Zion. So what do you possibly predict for this matchup?
Very hard to predict with either of these teams, Danielle. Brooklyn has won 6 of their last 8. The offense is cooking. But this isn't just KD and Kyrie scoring a bunch. This is a team that's now above average on the defensive end as well. Both of these teams, actually 2 of just 8 teams in the league who are above average on both ends of the floor. The story with both is just you don't know what you're getting night to night.
For the first time in his 7-year career, Fred VanVleet ejected. I don't agree with either tech. I'm sure you don't. Nick Nurse certainly didn't.
Certainly not the second one.
No, but only played 20 minutes. Maybe that's a bonus for tonight.
Maybe. It's one way to keep his minutes down for sure. The other thing is Fred didn't hit a 3 in that game. He was 0 for 7. He has pretty consistently bounced back after nights like that. Very, very rare to see VanVleet have an extended shooting slump. The other thing to watch is his three-point percentage over the last 2 years goes up significantly when he shares the floor with Pascal Siakam. And that's in large part because he goes from only half of his threes being assisted to about 2/3 of his threes being assisted. So Pascal Siakam doesn't actually take away Fred's volume, but he really helps with his efficiency.
I don't want to call him average Joe Harris, but he's kind of had to work through some things, especially with his shooting. Said he's had to fabricate energy at times, but he's always been really solid against the Raptors.
Raptor killer, as several guys like that are. And part of the reason is the Raptors' defensive strategy is so aggressive on guys like Kyrie and KD that opponents need their tertiary guys like a Joe Harris to come through. Joe Harris really hasn't played much with the Kyrie-KD duo because all 3 of those guys have been in and out of the lineup over the years. The Raptors have not played a lot of games against movement shooters like this either this year. So going to be very interesting to see if Joe Harris can keep up his 50% three-point shooting rate against the Raptors.
It's a pretty solid clip. We've seen more starting lineups than Nick Nurse would probably like at this point. But Blake, what do you think they need to do to fabricate a better start?
Yeah, Nick has a little bit of monkey's paw where it's, I like to use versatile lineups. I like to try something different. 9 games in a row with a different starting group, including tweaks at halftime. Brooklyn is a very good first quarter team. Part of why the Raptors keep changing their starting lineup is they're not getting good starts. So that's a big, big factor in this one. The Raptors have to come out better than they did against New Orleans.
I'd imagine a big factor could be trying to hold Kevin Durant to 12 points again like they did last game.
Good luck.
All right. Yeah, it's a nice challenge to have for OG. All right, that's it. Thanks so much, Blake. We'll head back to Brad.
Blake mentioned the Nets being a good first quarter team. Well, Kyrie Irving and the Nets were a good third quarter team last meeting 9 days ago. No Fred VanVleet, no Scottie, no Pascal, no Precious for the Raptors, but a whole lot of Kyrie Irving. Sherm, he turned a 3-point lead at the half into a 17-point runaway after 3. Take away all the peripheral stuff. You get him